brought to you by oneaauto.com, your source for quality parts and the best service on the internet.
Hi, I'm Mike from 1A Auto. I hope this how-to video helps you out. And next time you need parts for your vehicle, think of oneaauto.com. Thanks.
In this video, we're going to show you how to relieve the fuel system pressure in this Dodge Ram. This one's a 2008. We're also going to show you how to prime the fuel system once the pressure's been released. You'll need a flat blade screwdriver, 10mm socket with a ratchet and extension, an angled pick, and a rag.
Behind the inner wheel well liner on the driver's fender, you'll find a large connector running to the rear harness of the truck. Using a flat blade screwdriver, pry back the red safety as far as you can. Lift up on this gray latch here. You may have to push down. Lift up on the gray latch. Open that up all the way. You don't have to remove this connector. You just have to open the latch to separate the terminals. Open the fuel door and remove the fuel cap. Now when we start our truck, it's going to die. We want to keep cranking for a few seconds after it dies to run the system out of fuel. Open the airbox by releasing the metal clips on the side and the rear. Pop it out of its holders. Release this hose from the front. And using a flat blade screwdriver, loosen the clamp on the rear of the inlet pipe. With that loosened up, work the pipe off of the box. Remove this assembly. Remove the two 10mm bolts, one behind the alternator, and one behind the oil cap, with a 10mm socket, ratchet, and extension. Lift up on the airbox so you can access the intake air temp sensor at the front. Push down on the connector, remove it from the IAT, remove the airbox from the vehicle. On the passenger side of the fuel rail, remove the cap on the Schrader or pressure release valve. Using a thick rag or paper towel, place that below the valve to catch any excess fuel that comes out. Using a small pick, press down on the tab in the center of the valve. After depressing the Schrader valve several times, no more fluid coming out means that there is no pressure left in your fuel system. Screw the cap back onto your Schrader valve. Reinstall the end of the airbox with the silicone gasket over the end of your throttle body. Tighten up the bolt behind the oil fill cap and behind the alternator with a 10mm socket and ratchet and an extension. Reconnect the intake air temp sensor. Reinstall the intake tube onto the airbox and the PCV breather hose. Lock the lid of the airbox back onto its hinge. Close it. Lock it back down and tighten the intake tube clamp with a flat blade screwdriver. Bring the latch on the connector back down. Reinstall the red safety tab. Reinstall your fuel cap. Now, since we released all the pressure and fuel from the fuel system and the fuel rail, we'll have to prime our fuel system. We do this by inserting the key, turning the key to the on position for 3 seconds, turning it off, and repeating that process 3 times before starting.
Thanks for tuning in. We hope this video helped you out. Next time you need parts for your car, please visit oneauto.com. Also check out our other helpful how-to as well as diagnosis videos.